Hello, Aries. I am Ulrich. I am a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the work, money, business card reading for the sign of Aries for the month of January. As always, we will do 4 card readings for the sign of Aries for the month of January. And these are based on the natural elements in your astrological chart, or for some of you, on your time of birth. These basic elements are air, earth, water, and fire. Now, the 4 objects that you always see on my table are directly connected to those elements. So you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This subject of your choice, it should or it will relate the best to your current situation. Excuse me. However, if the object and the related video does not match your first choice, please check the other videos that are immediately connected in the same session. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. Anyway, the matches represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. So Aries, here we go for your work, money, business card reading for the month of January. Also, I want to add, if you have questions, you can always post them in the comments below. And of course, as soon as I have time, I will answer them. So Aries, here we go for your work, money, business card reading. Hello, Aries, and welcome to the Shell or the Water Group for your business, money, or financial card reading here. The first card that we see here is the stars. This card is on your person. This is a very good card for having on your person. If you felt a little bit under the weather, you had health issues, anything related to your body here, we see this is a very healing card. So if we had any issues at all, we will see that we will be healing or easy healing. Also, it tells us here that we are probably in a very good state of mind here. Sometimes here that it means that a lot of our dreams are coming to us. Things that we have wished for, hoped for here are in alignment with our personality, and everything comes here and points to wish fulfillments here. It also points that we need to be kind, considerate with the bouquet here, also diplomatic here. If we are not, we should be, and if we are, you will see here that it materialize or brings more materializing things in your life, whatever you wish for here. If we are grateful, more will be coming to us. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. And then in the central card, we have the mountain. Sometimes the mountain, it points to certain delays, certain difficulties that we are facing. But this is a very good reading, but you could encounter some delays, facing some difficulties here that you need to overcome. But this probably has a reason. And if we overcome these difficulties, it will have positive changes for us here. Anyway, here we need to see that we need to be strong also. We need to stand our ground here. The mountain is strong. It's a very heavy card, so we need to stand our ground here with this card. Also, probably it's possible that we have certain persons around us that are quite stubborn, and we need to overcome these difficulties, the stubborn of this person. It's possible also that somebody, for certain areas here, he tries to block you. But if you do it in a diplomatic, tactful, playful way, you will overcome here these problems. You will resolve these problems. This is what we are seeing here. And then we have the mountain, the bouquet, the mountain, and the fox. The mountain and the bouquet here, it points that probably somehow we are like to be in nature. We like to be outside here. Sometimes also it points, if people give us certain compliments, we are not sure if these compliments are really meant, even though a lot of people tell us maybe that we are good looking. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, that we are handsome, we are good looking. It's like we doubt that these people really mean what they are saying here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Sometimes also we have difficulties for accepting certain gifts. So if people give us, we are not sure we need to accept this. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, also if you have gifts, or if you, it's like here you have difficulties with enjoying yourself. It doesn't mean that you're not happy, but it's like you have difficulties here with enjoying life here. This is what we are seeing here. It's like you want to delay your happiness, you want to delay pleasures here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, it doesn't mean that you're not friendly. There's a friendly silence here, and people experience this with this combination. And we could also be a little bit distant in some moments, even though if we are very professional, but it could mean that we keep certain distance here. Then we have the mountain and the fox here. Again, here we see certain blockades here that could be coming up. But the way here to approach here is to be open-minded, diplomatic, tactful. This is a card ruled by Venus. And if you approach this in a harmonious, diplomatic, tactful way, you will see it's more easy to get over it. This is what we are seeing here. But we will see later also that the profession probably has to do, or you have some ideas, or the idea is growing, because we have the child here, for taking up some business in abroad. Sometimes also this points to if you are an independent and you're an independent in the business of beauty products, because this is what we are seeing here always coming back. It's possible that you consider certain steps in abroad, or maybe your profession somehow connects you to abroad, because these two cards here, this is abroad or the internet, and this is actually migrating. So here we see that there are plans here that are starting, the child is starting. So here we see that certain plans here could start or could go in that way. Sometimes also this tells us that we need to make a plan. It's important here that we make a plan, because if we would be confronted with certain challenges, we need to incalculate this. So here we need to make a cautious plan here with this combination. If we make a plan and we misjudge the situation, we need something to bounce back on. So you need to see that you build in a certain security here if you would misjudge a certain situation that are coming here. There could be some kind of frustration because things are not going fast, but it doesn't mean that the reading is not good. This is a good reading, but you will be confronted with certain difficulties here. What we could do here is prevent. As I said, you secure yourself, you see, and you already incalculate that some things will come up. But it's not necessary so, but it's better to prevent here than to heal. And you have the healing card here, you will be able to do so, but we need to be smart also with this combination. Sometimes also this means if people make a certain suggestions professionally, like, or they invite us or whatever it is here, that we could say no to certain invitations in a graceful way here, that we decline certain things in our life. Then we have the bouquet and the fox. We mirror the cards here towards each other here. Here we see that also some people are trying to charm us, but mostly this points to people who try to charm us for their self-interest. Again, here, if you are good looking, whatever your profession is, if you're good looking, or if you are of a profession that is related to art, beauty, this is also a very creative profession. So no matter what profession you are in here, some people will try to approach you in a charming way for their self-interest. It's like they flatter you and the intentions might be not sincere. So they have like ulterior motives for maybe using you for your advantage. So be careful here that you are not used from certain people here because of the way you express yourself, your artistic fields, your profession, the way you look here. We need to be very careful here with this combination. There could be some form of hypocrisy here, but often this points to jobs in beauty industry and art, fashion, designing here, creating things here. Beauty is here very close, as I mentioned earlier, also with this combination. Sometimes also we need to be careful also with colleagues here that they don't act to us pleasantly, but we are not sure it's really meant. Maybe also with brothers and sisters, we could have a little bit the same feeling here, that they might be a little bit that they try to manipulate us or maneuver us in certain positions here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also you yourself, you have very high standards for yourself for reaching something, because the mountain can also be very ambitious. So here, if we have certain ambitions, it's possible also that we accept, but some things in our life are not meeting the expectations that we set. It doesn't mean that you don't improve, you do, but it's possible here that you have very high expectations here with this combination. Also in the profession that you are, you observe, and sometimes also we apply things that we see in our surroundings, in our art. It's like we observe and we make something out of daily life and we implement that in our art. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. Anyway, also we see also that we are friendly, as I showed here, but this friendliness could be a little bit out of self-defense, because also we want to have a certain distance of people, because of course we need also our privacy. Then we have the woman, the fox, and the dog. The woman and the fox here, sometimes also it means that sometimes we smile for the sake of smiling, because we know it's required in our profession, and we follow, but actually we want some peace of mind. This is what we are seeing here. The mountain is tranquility, rest. And here sometimes we want to relax our mind, because probably here there is a lot of busyness going on here. But this points also to independent businesswoman, very business-minded person here, a person who uses their creativity, their profession as a source of income, whatever it is in the creative field, in the artistic field that you are doing here. But the surroundings will be very important for you in your work. This is what we are seeing here. This combination, as I said earlier, this could be a brother, a sister, a colleague, and they pretend to be our friends, but we come here with the conclusion that it could be a frenemy. This is what, like, we are confronted with two-faced people here. This is what we are seeing with this combination. On the field, for customers, if you have a business, this is very prosperous here for customers, what we are seeing here with this combination. The customers literally come to you. Also, the customers, there's a lot of moving from the customers comes. It could also mean that you have customers from abroad. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, we need to observe here closely our surroundings here. It could be that some people here are lying to you for their own benefits. So we need to be a little bit distrustful here, be careful here with certain people around us. It doesn't mean that friendships for us are not important. They are here, and we are not loyal to certain people. We are also, but we need to be careful here with this combination. Anyway, there is here what we see also here is we need to be very, we need to take care of ourselves. It's very important. We can follow people till a certain area, but in a way, we also need to be ourselves, because the dog follows, and sometimes also we need to be ourselves here, our creative self. Then we have the child, the mountain, the child and the mountain here. The child and the mountain here, this points that we are thinking, as I said earlier, for getting a new direction in our life. This new direction is connected to abroad, to the internet. It's possible also that we are thinking about starting abroad and internet. We make a combination of these, of both here, and we combine the internet with our business. It could be in abroad here. Maybe you relocate in a nice, beautiful area, more a quiet area. This sometimes points also to a living area that is quiet. Maybe we are considering that. There could be also some water there in the area. This is what we are seeing here. And probably if we're looking for something in abroad, we could be quite lucky with it. Maybe we find this place due to some friends in abroad. These people tell us that's a nice area to live here. You should check it out. And in that way, we find this place that gives us more quiet, that gives us more peace for living. Maybe you're considering for moving there or for some changes there or doing some business there. But anyway, it's difficult also sometimes to see here what is going on because the mountain is high, and it's difficult to make a plan because we do not yet see what is coming here. Also, we are longing for certain silences here with this combination. We want certain silences here because we have a very busy job here. Here, then the mountain and the stork, it literally points to moving abroad, a trip in abroad, working in abroad, doing business in abroad. We see these here again. We always get the same confirmation here from this card. Anyway, this also points to a new start with some business in abroad. We see always the same here with this combination. It's not necessarily going to be easy. Some adjustment will need to be made. Maybe there's a cultural difference, but since you are living more in a remote area, the adjustment will be more easy. You are a little bit away here from, I think, local people, but the area could be quite nice where you are living. Anyway, you will tackle this transition. You want to go with it. You want to go with it here with this combination. But here it's important that we allow ourselves to transfer. It's very important here to do so for going on your further path. If we don't face, I want to add here also this one, if we don't face certain challenges in our life, they will keep coming back because the stork returns. So we need to face certain challenges in abroad. We cannot run from it. We need to tackle them. This is what we are seeing here. And if you tackle these difficulties that you have professionally, or in abroad, if you tackle them from the first time, they will go away. Because sometimes if we leave them, these problems, they keep popping up and keep coming back. So you need to face them here. If you face them, you will be rid of them for once and for all. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. I think that this is all for Aries for the water group. This is quite a good reading here. It's very good for business here. A lot of customers here coming in. Customers means, of course, finances here, but also there's a very strong connection here with abroad. You're lucky in abroad with your things abroad, and there's a very good element here for healing our body here. This is combination. If we do this all in a very tactful way, we will improve very much in our life with this combination. Sometimes also this points, could be possible that a child or children are somehow important in our life here, but it could be delayed for now because the career might have priority, but it doesn't mean that some children in your surroundings might not be important. Anyway, Aries, and it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, children can be important in a man's life also. So somehow children are interconnected here. Maybe in your path of life, maybe you find some creativity in them, in their playfulness here. This is what we are seeing sometimes also. Anyway, Aries, this is all for the water group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this work, money, business card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other 3 that are connected here. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. If you are interested in specific money card readings, or financial money card readings on your person, we do those also. And of course, there are also the philosophical, spiritual card readings that we do for the sign of Aries. You can also find everything on my channel. Anyway, Aries, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in the other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Hello, Aries, and welcome to the Aerosol or the Air group for your work, money, business card reading for the month of January. As the first card here on your person, here we see the coffin. The coffin is not an easy card to have on your person. It's a card of that we are probably in a difficult situation. We are about to change. These are not simple changes. These are psychological, sometimes life changes that we are seeing here. We are in a transformative state here. And the coffin is a slow card. So it means this transformation, it will take some time. Sometimes literally we could feel that we are in a standstill. that we feel paralyzed, we are unable to move. This is what we are seeing here with this card. If you experience certain delays in your life, it's possible with this card, but don't think this is like a total blockout. Here we are undergoing a transformation process. And if this transformation process is done, it's full, then we see that we come in the next stage. We cannot force the coffin. The coffin is something we need to undergo, and we need to undergo this phase. We cannot change it, we cannot move it, but this is not something that is an ending. It's a transformation. There is no end. There is no end. A lot of cartomancers say there is an end. There is no end. This is just a transformation for getting in something new. But there is no end. But there could be a standstill, there could be a transformation, but you will see after you accept, if you accept this transformation, you will move on faster. Because if we force things now, we're gonna get nowhere. But you have the key here. So if you undergo them, you will be literally moving on. So coming back here, also here, it tells us that we have a difficult time, of course. This is what we are seeing here with this card. The second card in the central here that we are seeing is the key. As I said, the key offers solution. After this period of standstill, you will see there comes solution here. This is a positive card for having, and sometimes here we have the mice here. It means that we need to pay attention to the details for solving the problem. And also this is the key for letting go. So sometimes here the key for solving our problems is letting go of some things out of the past, and then we will be able to move on. But now here we are in a time of letting go, and we need to think, we need to reflect, we need to go in ourselves how to solve it. And here we see that the key for solving it is in the details. So you need to pay attention in the details, and this will solve your problems here. It could also be connected to administration here that we are seeing here. Administrative problems here could be popping up also. Anyway, if you do so, you will get on the move later. Then we have the coffin and the ring here. The coffin and the ring also, it points that it could be possible here that certain things in our life are coming to an end. If we have certain contracts, agreements, it's possible that those endings. If there is a contract coming back in the future, it will not come back under the same circumstances. If the coffin is there, there are changes, and it means we never will come back in the same situation. So this is a total transformation here that we are seeing here also on the business front. In another way, it's possible also that we take some time out with our business. So it's possible that we temporarily close for making some transformation. It's probably something that you will miss, but you need to let it go. You need to let it go, you need to transform it. And if you transform it, you will be able here to move forward here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. If you push it, you will be going around in circles and getting nowhere. So you need to change direction here. This is what we are seeing here because the ring is going around in circles. So we will always end up in the same situation. So we need to part from it. We need to let it go here. This is what we are seeing here. If you keep pushing, you will come in a form of emptiness. There will be nothing there. This is what we are seeing here. Here, it needs to be transferred here. We cannot move on anymore. In the bottom here, we have the cross and the mice. And this points that we are confronted with certain trials. We need to face these trials here. If we turn away from these trials or we ignore them, then the problems will not go away. We need to, as I said, we need to pay attention to the details. We need to face the details here. We need to overcome these obstacles. We need to accept them, and we need to take the bull by the horns here with the problems here. Turning away from it will be no solution. You need to face them, and you need to give it time here because here sometimes with these combinations we feel a little bit chained here, and we need to let it go here because we drag something with us here that we probably cannot use anymore, and it could make us feel exhausted. We are tired of it, but we keep holding on. But here we need to see, we need to accept, and we need to think that we will lose something. And we probably will test, or we will face how much we will think, how much we will lose. And there will be some losses here, but losses are not necessarily negative. Sometimes if we let go of something, it brings us a positive things instead here. This is what we are seeing here with a combination. But here we see that we literally, if we let go of these burdens here and we pay attention, we can move on the small details here. We move forward here. Because else, if you keep this dragging around, it will exhaust you. So don't drag this along here. Then we have the coffin and the heart, something that we liked, we let it go here. We see this here. We see this here again. Then the heart and the ring here. It's possible also this has a certain strain, not only on your business life, but also on your personal life. And also there, we could come to a certain halt or a certain standstill. It's possible also literally that our heart died, that something changed in our love relationships also, but mostly this we are here in business. Mostly also it points that we have certain business transformations here that we lost our heart in, but it's not coming back here. We need to, even though we give it the love, it's something here is past. It's in the past, it's gone here, and it will not be coming back here. I don't want to sound negative because sometimes letting go can be something very positive here. Then we have the anchor and the key here. Here we see probably for financially, we need to rely on ourselves. Maybe there is no backup from the government, no social institutions we can count on, and we need to rely on ourselves for a certain period. We need to be resourceful here. If we do so, we will see new forms of income here also with this combination. Also, if we think we take distance, we will see if we take this distance, we have more free ideas coming up here. You don't need others' approval, you don't need social institutions, you don't need the government for helping you. You just need to think, and the ideas are already there. And you can make your own business in your own way here. We see this here with this card. But of course, it could be that we are that these challenges that we are facing here, that we are holding back and we don't accept it. We act a little bit like we are fixed, and actually we need to move here. We need to move here. It's very important that we do so. We move on. We need to move on from this situation that we are in here. We need to be more fluid here. This is the word here that I'm looking for. We need to be more fluid here with this combination. You need to move and you say yes to these changes here, because you will understand here, if you move, what kept you back, what confined you here. And we will need to accept the situation that it is here. But as I said, it's not necessarily negative. Then we have the key and the letter here. The key and the letter here, this points that financially, there are some documents here arriving. The key with the letter is an important document. It's not just an email. It's a document that represents money. It's like a degree we can transfer in a job, and job brings money. It can be bonds, anything, investments that you made before here. There comes an availability here with this combination. It's also possible that you pass certain tests in your life, or even an exam, and that you need to implement that somehow in the futures here. There's like an authority, an authorization here that we need here. We need certain permits, maybe for the new business that we are that we are about to undertake. And this is, of course, if you don't go into the standstill. If you go for these permits for this for whatever you need for your business here, this has a positive effect here. And the key here has a very positive effect here on your future for becoming stable again. Here, this is a very important big news here that is coming to us here with this combination. Also, it's important with this combination that we make up a plan. So don't be impulsive. Sometimes Aries can be a little bit impulsive. They just go for it. They are born entrepreneurs and they go for it. But here, it's very important during this period of standstill that we develop a business plan. here because we are coming changes here. Maybe we're getting older, maybe we get more matured here, and we need to work out a business plan. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, sometimes here we need to see if we have certain passwords for our laptops here, we don't forget them. So write them down here also in a private place or somewhere where you only can find them. Anyway, it's possible also that sometimes we talk to ourselves here and we say things out loud here. Also, this is what we are seeing here. Sometimes if we discuss these things with certain people that are maybe a kind of stability in our life, we can find a solution also. If you speak loud to others, people you can trust. And there is a kind, this is also thinking and brainstorming with others, people who are already stable. And if you talk to them, these stable people, your financial situation can improve it. You can find certain ideas out of that that you can implement in your own. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to follow their path, but you can take a kind of uniqueness out of that here. And for moving along yourself, this is what we are seeing here with this combination. We need to have open-minded communication here. We cannot be closed here with this combination. If people offer you a certain conversation and you're not really in the mood, just listen, go into it, because a solution could be in there here. Say yes if they want to communicate with you, even if you don't feel like, because later on it could have a positive effect on you, and there could be an understanding coming up later on. Maybe when it sinks, you see, yeah, maybe there was something in there. Then we have the cross and the lily. The cross and the lily here, it points that we are asking ourselves, because of the situation that we are in, the big questions of life. We are looking here, we work hard probably for certain things in our life, and we are in this standstill and we ask ourselves, literally here, this is the question, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning? Where do I need to go? Did I take a certain paths that were not correct for you? And maybe no, but it's time for the transformation. Probably your path was correct, but now it needs to be adjusted. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was wrong, but maybe you took a wrong turn. This is possible. But here we need to think again here. It's important that we think here with this combination. We could have difficulties here with finding work here with this combination. There could be also related to the personal, to our personal or with our partner here, there could be some sexual distance here. Also, this is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's because we are in a period of retreat here. This is possible also. It's possible also that somehow we let go of certain family members. This is possible also what we are seeing here. Or they had some significant impact on this letting go that we are facing now. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe we learned something out of the past, and this makes it easier for us for letting this whole situation go. But somehow the family or your family life before, maybe a long time ago, it has an impact on it. And it's destined to be. It's because the cross is destined to be. And the cross is also, it means it happens exactly on the right time. What you're getting now here, maybe you think you cannot face it, but because you can. With the cross, you can face it. You can. Here we see we can face it. We can handle it here with this combination, but we could feel a little bit. Sometimes also it points that we moving a little bit robot-like. We don't know exactly here how to move here. And we are in the first stage, as I said here, fluidity will become here, harmony here. You will become more flexible later on here, but in the beginning it could be a little bit, as I said, robot-like here, that we don't move actually very fluid. But there could be literally, sometimes it points that because we have this standstill, our body is literally pain. For certain reasons in our life. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. There could be a kind of harshness here, hardness here, hardship, but also it brings, the other side then is it brings mastery. The situation that you are facing now, career-like, will bring you on the next level. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. We will prevent that this happens for the future, because we have been undergoing this transformation here. And what you're facing now, if it's difficult, it will never come back. When the coffin is the time of the coffin, when the time is up, it don't come back. Finished is finished. So here we come in a different phase here. Sometimes also it points that related to religions or spirituality, that we let certain things go. Maybe we have a different point of view here also on that here with this combination. But here we are able with this combination normally to let things go, especially if these things have a stressful impact on us. They take away our energy. We will let this go here. It's possible also that you accept that you're in this standstill, and you know that you need to take a break here from your career ambitions here. We need to accept it here. But as I said, this will lead to a positive path, and you will master some situations here that will be very useful for you in the past here with these combination of cards. But for now, you could have like literally a loss of appetite in business. We have no passion anymore, no enthusiasm. Here we are lacking that with this combination also. But it's just a temporary period here that we are undergoing here. And then we have the coffin, the anchor, and the key. The coffin and the anchor here, this ending is to take place. We already saw this here, or it will come here. Don't force yourself in a certain position. If you dislike certain work situation, don't force yourself in it, because it will lead nowhere. You need to find another angle here. This is what we are seeing here. If the situation is finished, it's finished. Move on from it, move away from it here. This is what we are seeing here, because if you force it, it will not work. It's destined to end. You could feel a little bit nostalgia. The nostalgia, it's good if it has a purpose in your life. It's fine here, but we need to let it go here. It's possible that you come in a grieving state, which is normal if you let some things go. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If we have grief, grief is good. Grief is moving. It means we are getting somewhere. Also, you will see here that some people, they probably will support you. They see that you are in a certain way, and they will approach you also. And if it's the time, if you feel personally it's your time to talk about this, you can. If it's not your time, the coffin will not open. You will need to see that you're psychologically in the right mindset here, and then we can move. But also it points that people are willing here to help us. This is what we are seeing here. Then the anchor and the cross here. There are certain obligations that you probably, it works no more, but certain obligations, burdens will come with it. So we need to break free from these obligations. We have the mice here. If we want to, can let it go. Let it go. It will benefit you here if you let it go. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Especially you will see that probably there are some unpleasant things around you that are best letting go of. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that we need to go in our savings for buying foods for our survival. This is possible also, but since you have the letter here and the key, I'm assuming here there are still some things here hanging. But maybe momentarily they are not available, but I see here it's possible that you have some things here that will help you to overcome this difficult period. Anyway, it's good point also, as I said here, that you somehow find some strength in spirituality here, but it's not necessarily the spirituality that you found before, but there is a kind of spirituality, religion here that stays with us. You could find some stability in there. Maybe some people give you some stability there. Then we have the heart and the key here. There comes a solution for the problem here. This is what we are seeing here. If we stick to it, we work slowly, we move slowly. These are slow cards. This is a slow card here. Slowly we come in a different phase here of our life. If your relationship would be have ended for some people here, this points also that somebody new comes into your life. This person could be more mature. Maybe this is a business person, more older, more mature, and this person could literally come into your life and could be a big help. In a way, there is a love between you, there's an understanding here, but of course it's up to you to, if you go in and make this into a love relationship. But Anyway, here there is an understanding. This person can maybe advance your situation, or they can help you. Here we learn from these people here. Maybe this person helps you to open your heart. Anyway, the relationship is very important here, no matter what angle it is. If we approach this person business like, it will be important. If we open our heart for this person, it will be important. But of course, you have the key. You are the one who decides to open this or not. Anyway, we will also release certain people out of our life. We let some people go here. This is what we are seeing here. Probably this will be without any vengeance. We just let them go. We know it's time that we let them go, and they know it's time they let us go here. So both understanding here, there's a loving understanding here also. But after this letting go here, or it could be simultaneous, we let go and somebody comes in. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we reconsider here with this combination here. There could be also a caring for this person, business-like or for the person. It's all up to you here. The key and the lily then that we have here, then here we see the next step in our career is about to come. Maybe you learn certain things, we go in a different path here. This path could be totally different what we have done before, but it's meant to be, it's destined to be, to go there. And the more you let go, the more you advance. It's odd to say, but this is what it says here. So here, if you let some things go, you will advance. So if you don't drag these things around here, you will advance here, because this points to advancements. You literally have the key in your own hands. You have the documents here for making new contracts here, but things probably, it's important here that you pay attention if you go in new contracts, new agreements later on, that you pay very much attention to the details, because the contracts that you are making could have could have important. So if you don't face the details, these things can come back to you. So be careful here for checking out the details also with this combination of cards here, especially if we sign, because during this period we have Mercury retrograde here now, and be very careful if you sign contracts during that period. You need to double check all the contracts with this combination, but I will make a separate video out of that later on. Anyway, here also it tells us that we are ready here after this period of standstill. We are more open to sensuality here with this combination. And as I said, this person could be older or more mature in our life here. Also, borders that you didn't cross before in your life, you will be able to cross. This could be on the sexual front, on the sensual front, or on the business front. But here you have the key. Maybe you have been holding back for some areas of your life, and here we see now that we have the key, and we cross these barriers here in business or whatever it is that you want to cross here on the sexual, on the emotional, on the sensual, but also on the business front. This is what we are seeing here. Some things literally could come here to you, and you can, in a certain moment, you're gonna be in a situation, and you're gonna discover something. You're gonna say, this is how it is. Now I see it. Now I see the connections. This is what we see here also. And you will like, because you have the heart here, you will like what you see. This you will become, maybe your heart will be in it again. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the ring and the letter. Important documents are coming to us here for a new business. Check the details out. As I said again, here we see that a work offer, a new business is starting. This is what we are seeing here. There's some invitations that we have here for doing business here. There will be a lot of communication, important documents, contracts will be coming to us. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible that you decide to make a commitment, a contract, an agreement, but as I said, don't rush it with the mice, and pay attention to the details. It's very important that you do so here, especially if you come out of a difficult situation, because this is an important step in the next for your career here. You will share information with a lot of people, do your inquiries here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination, because we had too much annoyances here before. We need to see that our next step is solid. But you have the key, you need to work it out here. but be aware there will be some standstill, but there are very positive things to come here if you pay attention to the details and don't sign a contract before it's time and double, triple check it before you sign it. So Aries, this is all for the Air Group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other three that are immediately connected here. If you're interested in personal financial card readings, we do also personal, more philosophical card readings, and we do also psychological, spiritual card readings that also can be a good guide for you. Anyway, Aries, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Hello Aries, and welcome to the Stone or the Earth group for your financial business money card reading for January. As the first card here on your person, we see the stars here. Here that mostly this points that things go very well for us. Also, we are able to forgive and forget here. With this card, mostly we are kind, considerate towards others, and we should be. Especially here, we have all Venus cards here. So it means that we probably behave in a very harmonious, balanced way here towards others here. Sometimes also this points that we are in a very good condition in our way, our life. Everything in our lives could work out quite well here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there's a kind of forgiveness here also with this combination. Mostly with this with these cards here, we are very also calm. We are more calm. We are more diplomatic here. Structural also. We build bridges and we are able to build bridges here towards others. This is what we are seeing here. If we would be facing certain structural difficulties, we will be able to overcome these with a diplomatic and a tactful approach here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. The central card here that we have here is the flowers. This is ruled a card. These two cards are ruled by Venus. These are very harmonious, diplomatic, tactful cards, making balances, not overdoing it here. This is what we are seeing here. It's a little bit the same as the other cards. These are two very positive cards. Also, sometimes it points that we could be like feeling more like going into art, artistic. We appreciate art artistically. It could also have a healing transformation on us if we are listening to certain music here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, we are able with this combination also to forgive and forget, and especially we are very creative ourselves, or we appreciate the arts, creativity, things around us here. But probably there will be a certain, the tower is a high place, so it means that the music that we are listening to, probably it has a certain level. So this points sometimes to a certain level of music. It's already in the next level. So here we see that the music, the enjoyment of life could be in a higher frequency or a higher vibration. This is what we are seeing here. If we enjoy meals, for instance, we could go to more classy restaurants. If we are listening to music, it could be more classy music. But anyway, it has a very relaxing effect on us. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the stars and the ring. The stars and the ring here, if we have certain wishes related to business, these wishes will come true. This is very good for building bridges towards other people for business here. The relationship here for business is very open, but we will, of course, we will want a contract, a fixed contract here. But the relationship is very open. The communication with this person or these business partners or the people we do business with is very open-minded here. This is a happy contract. What we are seeing here with this combination, you will feel very good in this contract because there are very good conditions here. We understand here each other here with this combination. This is like a couple of business people who understand each other very well here. They have the same ideas about doing business here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, these people have a shared vision, a shared business vision also. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the ring and the lily here. The ring and the lily here, this points to partnership commitments here. And this is a very positive combination again here that we are seeing here. There could be here, we could have professions that require communication, diplomacy, tact, business. Sometimes also this points to negotiating professions. There could be a certain structures that we hold on to. We don't cross certain borders, certain lines. We follow rules, we follow regulations, but it doesn't mean in a negative way. It's a positive way here. We if we make certain contracts, agreement, we stick to these contracts in an honest way. Here we do business with a morale. We have a certain business morale here, and we don't cross certain borders. If we make promises, if the ring makes promises, they keep to the promises that they made for both partners. And we have the tower here, so it means we stick to the appointments that we made. Everything is here as we agreed here. This is what we are seeing here. This is also good for personal relationship. This is also very good here. This combination, this points also to a lot of freedom in the relationship. If we have a partnership relationship, or if we have somebody that we like or love in our life here, this means there's a lot of openness in the relationship and a lot of understanding. Even though we would be married or we have a relationship already, if we don't have here, there is an openness here. There's an open friendship here that could lead to a relationship, but there's a lot of openness here, a lot of understanding each other here. We have the feeling that we can rely on each other. This is what we are seeing. And as I said earlier here, there are shared passions here that we have here. There is a very good adult morale link here between the people here. They understand each other. If certain borders would be crossed, they will cross these borders together, and there is an understanding. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Then we have the lily and the dog. The lily and the dog here, it points to not only to partnership. If you have not a partner, this could be a partner, this could be business. This points to long-term commitments. If we have business or we do business, this points to customers who stay for a very long time with us. They don't change the business, they stay with us for a very long time because we give them a sense of freedom. They don't have the feeling they are committed to us, but they do, they stay, but you give them a sense of freedom, so they come because they feel free here. This is what we are seeing here. But this could also point you yourself, if you have a business, if you have certain people in your business, or you work somewhere that your employee, he gives you a lot of freedom. This is what we are seeing. There is freedom, but we need to stick to the rules. But there's a lot of freedom that we get here in our profession. If you have your own business here, this points that colleagues or people who work for us, they stay for a very long time because they feel free in our business. This is what we are seeing here. They don't actually feel that they are employees. They feel that they are doing the work, they do a good work, and they like the work that they are doing here. It could point also that no matter if we are an entrepreneur and we are younger, it could be that our employees are particularly older or more matured. We could have a more mature or an older staff here. This is what we are seeing here. And probably we chose for that for certain reason. Maybe we chose for the experience of these people. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, these people also, they will follow the business protocols here that you are implementing here to them. They stay to certain roles. Then we have the dog and the garden here. Here, we see that there is a meeting related to the business here that we are seeing here. This could be also that you have a meeting with the whole business for entertainment. Maybe there's something to celebrate, and all the colleagues here with you, if you have business or if you are a colleague of other people here, we come together for a celebration here. Something is celebrated here. We are in the crowd here. This is what we are seeing here. There's also these people hang together. The staff really hangs together here. They work together here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. There's a lot of benefit here, and the staff benefits because they work very well together, and you as an employer, you benefit of their knowledge and that they work together. So there's a very good cooperation here, especially with these cards here. There's a lot of harmony here. There's a supportive group here. They support the job, they support the business here. There's a lot of loyalty here that we are seeing here. Then we have the lily and the garden. We mirror the cards towards each other here. It's possible also with this combination here, if we had some business issues before, we are recovering. here we pick back up if there were some delays before, some structural delays here, or maybe there was something maybe hanging related to a court case or something. Here we see that we are recovering from it. It's possible here with this combination, but here we see this is healed. We are recovering from it here. We get more freedom here with this combination. This points also to people who work for you, that or you yourself are an expert in what you're doing. No matter what field you're in, this points to expertise. These people know exactly what they're doing here with this kind of combinations here. Also, mostly this points to a business that has a clean environment here. This is what we are seeing here. Probably everything is very organized in the business. The employees are very organized. There's a tidy environment here, what we are seeing here anyway, but there is also a lot of openness here, freedom here. This is what we are seeing. Mostly also, we are open for new suggestions for improving our business here, but everything is very well aligned, but there's an openness here in the business. This is what we are seeing here. We try to be righteous here. If something need to be explained in the business, people also have their way for ventilating. They can ventilate, they can express their minds, and we try to adjust. We try to keep the harmony, we keep to the balance as far as that is possible here. This is what we are seeing. It is a kind of just sphere here, that we are seeing here with this combination. But as I said earlier, I want to mention this early, sometimes also this points. If you work, this could be like a person who works for court cases here, related to court cases. This could be a lawyer's office, also what we are seeing here, because this points to here, this is the person card, and this person here, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, because we have a general reading here, but this points to a very good negotiator. This person can very negotiate in a certain structure, and you don't feel the person coming. Even though he has a certain structural pattern, you feel balanced and you feel safe if this person does business with you. If this is a lawyer, this is also a very good combination. This person knows exactly what to do if he's in open court, how to handle the rules, the regulations. If there would be a court case coming to you, you will see that it's all balanced out here if there would be some temporary delays. Anyway, Aries, this is a positive reading that we have here. If you enjoyed this card reading, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit your role, please check the other three that are immediately connected here. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. If you're interested in more spiritual, philosophical, psychological card reading, you can find those also on my channel. Everything is available on my channel. Also, it just takes you some time, and of course your time will be rewarded. Anyway, Aries, I want to thank you, and I'm sure we see each other in the other readings, and of course don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Hello, Aries, and welcome to the Matches or the Fire group for your financial business money card reading. As the card here on your person, we see the bear. The bear is a very strong card. It's the card of the manager, also the teacher. This could also be that this is a business card, and the manager is the bear, the money card. So it could mean here that you're literally in good business. You're a very strong business person. Also, you feel your business very well here. We are very focused on the business here with this combination of cards. Anyway, the bear tells us also that we are in a position of authority, or we are about to come in a position of authority. This points to a person with management abilities, with leadership abilities. This is what we are seeing here. With this card, sometimes the negative card side of it is we need to be careful that we are not too intimidating for other people, because the bear can be quite intimidating. He can sometimes push people in certain directions, and so sometimes cross certain borders. But you have the moon here. Mostly with the moon softens up the bear a little bit. But anyway, be careful with the bear because there is a strength over you here, a very strong post that we are seeing here. We are literally in the chain of command here, the boss of the chain of command here, and we implement that also with this combination. Sometimes also we need to be careful if we are in business, that we are not confronted with certain enemies, especially with the snake here, but we will go in more details later. Then in the central card here, we have the stars. The stars is the card that is very positive. It's very positive for business here. We could really make our wishes come true, especially with on the money front here, because these cards are these are two money cards, and this is going well. So this is a very good combination here for money and for business here, for expanding business. We know sometimes this really means that we make our dreams come true here. Also, we manifest our dreams. This is what we are seeing here. Wish fulfillment comes here. There's prosperity in life. This is a very good combination here. If we want to materialize our financial dreams, we can. If we work in a creative field, we will be able also to be very creative. Whatever field of work you're in, it means that we can apply our creativity, or we can apply what we dream of our work here with this combination. Maybe we do something on the internet. This is possible, or we communicate on the internet for our business. This is what we are seeing here also. Anyway, with the stars in the middle, it's best here that we stay friendly here, kind with the dog also. The dog is friendly, kind, and the stars also. So if we want to improve our business, it's best here to remain calm, friendly, understand others, go emotionally deep into others. Sometimes also it can improve our business. So if you feel the other person, this could be a very good way for connecting, for improving your business. Follow the ideas of the other and improve your own business that way, because the moon can literally sense sometimes the customers. This is what we are seeing here. We are very creative here in this with this combination of cards. Then we come here to the last horizontal line here. We see the mountain, the child, and the fish here. Here the mountain, it points that we go a new direction in our life. Maybe we focus more on the internet, but in a way it could also mean that we are connecting for some business in abroad, and this will be a positive thing to do here with this combination. But sometimes it's difficult to see with the mountain where we are going, but with the child here, we see that new investments are coming up, new ways of making money here that we are about to enter. This could go through the internet, this could go to abroad. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible it's not so easy for starting this business, and we are facing certain challenges, but we will overcome these challenges, and we will probably go in a new direction. Sometimes for women specifically, this can point to a pregnancy. If not a pregnancy, it can point to new business that we are going here, because there are many forms of pregnancy. We could be pregnant here also from a new business, but the fish is multiplying with the child. You get the connection here that we are seeing here with with this combination. Or we want to be pregnant, but maybe due to business we cannot, or there's another reason here that temporary delays our wishes for pregnancy here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination here. Sometimes also this points that we have a problem with a child. This is also, I want to mention this also. Anyway, here, if we have certain challenges, business-like, the best way here to handle it is not going deep in a depressed state, but you need to go playful about it. Don't go too much in deep. If you approach the problems in a playful way, you will see the solution will come from itself. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You need to approach it in a naive, almost I would say childlike way. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the child and the fish here. Here we see that after we know where we are going, the new direction that we have our showing, or the new job that we are facing here, this is a business. The child is small, beginning, and here we see that we are starting enterprising in a new business here. We are open here also to new ideas here with this combination. Here we see here also that maybe we, excuse me, we do some small investments in the business here, which is mostly required, or we do some investments for a small business that we are about to do. Anyway, It can also point that in the beginning, our earnings are not so big, but as we go, we have the money card here, it will improve. But here we see that if we were in a certain path of our life, in the beginning, maybe we have less income, but if we continue this path, more money is coming to us here. But also, there's a sense of freedom here. You need to see you have enough freedom here. This is very important here with the dog, that we have friends around us. Freedom, the dog is freedom here. We need to be also open-minded to ideas of others. This is what we are seeing here. And you have the snake there. The snake can focus very strong on business. So here we see a very strong business focus, management focus here for going in a new direction. Here, your focus should be for going in a new direction. The snake can be very focused and she can maneuver. So here we see we are on the split, and here we see that we maneuver. The snake can move in all ways, in all directions. And if you move in the direction, you will move forward. But you need to see that you have the right approach, and this approach, it requires freedom, understanding, cooperation, working together with others, with other people. If your business, if you need to work with other people, be cooperative here, and your business will go better here. Be open also for ideas of others here. This is what we are seeing. Excuse me. Then we have the mountain and the fish. We mirror the cards here towards each other. Here we see literally that money is connected to abroad here. But as I said, also online businesses here are very obvious here with this combination. The money is somehow or in some way connected to abroad, or something new on the internet or in abroad is beginning. This is what we are seeing here. It will not be easy. Of course, new things are never easy, especially if you go in unique individual directions of business here. We see that it might not be easy with this combination of cards, but it doesn't mean it's not going to improve, because it will. It's a very good combination, as we saw earlier, for money here, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's easy with this combination. Then we have the bear and the stars and the fish here. As I said here, prosperous here, this points to financial success. You will face difficulties with the internet, with business abroad, for starting this new business. You need to change path, you need to focus on it. But if you do, if you make the necessary changes here, this is a very, very, very prosperous thing here that we are seeing here. Here we literally could be unique in our business. We could be the first in the business that we are doing here, and it could be really financially very prosperous here, because this points to that we are the first in the business that we are doing here. We could also be, because the bear is the teacher, we could literally be a guide, a teacher for others for going this way. It's possible also that on the long run, some people would mimic our business or do the same, but we could be quite unique in the start of it here. We find a higher purpose in our business here, and we also, for our staff, we are a very good leader here. We lead other people, we manage other people. What we have learned also, we are able to bring other people in a different path. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also we need to see that we are not too loyal or too faithful to others. We need to go our own path in life, and sometimes this requires change of direction, as we saw earlier. Then we have the stars and the fish here. Here we see that we also have wishes for getting more money. And here we see that these wishes come true. And if you follow your own unique individual path, you will come in the way where you need to be. Then we have the crossroads, the dog and the fish here. Due to changes in your life, also you will have a change of friendships here. Some friends will come into your life. Maybe some friends are disappearing in your life. This is possible. Maybe some friends are getting jealous of you and they disappear out of your life. They cannot handle that your business is going prosperous, and you let go of them. This is what we are seeing here with this card combination here. It's possible if you go somewhere, that you always take a friend along with you, or if you do a business trip, that you invite a friend for going with you, maybe for not going alone, or maybe this is a future employee that you're taking on your journey if you go somewhere. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Here we see some decisions that are made with friends or about friends. This is what we are seeing here with this kind of combinations. Also, we see here that we need to make up our mind, even if we don't want to, we will need to make up our mind which decision in life that we are going on. We cannot change without we actually make the decision. We see here that the decision is required for us. Some certain permissions, also approvals will be necessary here with this combination. Then we have the dog and the fish here. Here we see a business partner. It's possible that you consider a business partnership here with this combination, maybe with a friend. Maybe that's why you take this friend along. Be careful if you go into business, because we have the snake there, and the snake points to triangles. I want to mention this immediately. We don't do a relationship reading here, but if you have a partnership with a certain partner, maybe you're aware, but this points that one of both partners has a relationship out of the relationship. That is, if you think this relationship is monogam, it's not. This points to that there are more people involved in this relationship. Also, on the business front, we need to be careful for competition. If we have confidence in a friend, that we are very careful with contracts. See that everything is very well lined out. If you make certain contracts, so these people don't turn away from you in a negative way for their own business. So see that everything, if you decide to go in business with a child, the best friend in business is a contract. But you need to see that the contract is very much closed. So if you don't know how to make a contract, you can go to a lawyer, a person who's who can make contracts here, because it's very important, especially if we go into business with other people, that the contracts are fixed, that everything is very clear here, that we are not with our head in the sky, because we want to do cooperation with a friend. So see that everything is very well worked out here with this combination. It's possible also that this friend is our investor. He invests in our business. This is so, but it doesn't mean that your contract don't need to be solid. See that your contract that you are signing or you are about to undergo here, because afterwards there might come up some disagreements with money if everything is not financially very clear in the contract here. It's possible after, if you don't make the contract very solid, very fixed, that you move away from this relationship. So see, it's better. Good contracts make good friends here. This is what we are seeing here. On the business front, customer-like, it's very positive. A lot of customers here change direction and they come to your business. This is what we are seeing here. The customers here decide to come to you here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. And it's probably in the way you do business. They see that you are very focused in whatever that you are doing, and they are interested in your business here with this combination. Also, the customers, they don't feel they are locked up with you. There is a form of freedom here with this combination. Also, it's possible that your friends are your customers. Even though you are in a different location, your friends can be your customers here with this combination, but it's not exclusive here. What we are seeing, and also as I said here, it's possible that friends invest in our business here with this combination. Our friend circle also, there could be more than one wealthy friend. So we could be surrounded by friends who have money. This is what we are seeing here. It don't matter if it's here or in abroad, but most likely if you go in abroad, you will be surrounded by people who have money and who help you do business. Also, they are very good businessmen. They will improve your situation here also. Then the crossroads and the fish here, we see then the new path that we are going here. There's a career change here. If you're an employee, also it points to a different path of career, maybe in abroad here. This is what we are seeing here. We need to make financial decision. This is very prosperous for business. As I said earlier, you will also get financial proposals here who are very good, but stay with your feet on the ground. It's very, very important here. We have the mountain here. We cannot fly with our head in the sky. We need to keep our feet on the ground. It's very important to do so, because the stars can bring a lot of positivity, but sometimes they can make us fly. So here we need to see that we stay with our feet on the ground. It's very important here to do so here. But you, in your business, you will value, if you go in another job or in a new form of business, you will value very much the new freedom that you have required here with this combination of cards. Anyway, also, sometimes also this points that we have a different perspective on money. We get a different perspective of money. Maybe on the long run, the business becomes more important than the money that you earn with it. So it could be, the focus is very strong on the business here. And for now, the money, of course, if you start, it's important, but later on, it's possible that some points of view on values or money are changing here on the long run. Anyway, Aries, this is all for the matches or the fire group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. This is a very prosperous reading that we are seeing here. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other three that are connected here. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. If you're interested in psychological, spiritual card readings, we do those also. These are very wise card readings also, and very good guides here on our way in life. You can find them all on my channel. Just check it out. It will require some of your time, but of course, we get to know more about the things to come. Anyway, Aries, I want to thank you for your time, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.